Uh, what we have to do is like this is our assignment, and we have to write three programs here. The first one is phone.py. In this program, a user will input the phone number in this format, like just a few digits with no separator. We have to process this input and convert it into this format. And how do we do that? The hints are being provided. We use the modulus operator or the division, floor division operator. Okay, and how do we use the modulus operator? The modulus operator is used to get the rightmost digits. So if you want the rightmost digits, you use the modulus operator. If you want to remove the rightmost digits, it means that you want to have the leftmost digits, then you will use the floor division operator. Okay. So in this program, we will be covering two operators. The one is modulo and the other one is floor division. And using that, we have to convert this number into this format. And to print in this format, I'll go through the logic later, but we'll be using the print function to print and make it beautiful or beautify it in this particular format that is requested. To start again, you go to the VS Code, create a new folder, name it lab 4 as I have suggested before, create a new new file, the Python file, and you just save it in the required format. Okay. The format is last name underscore first name underscore file name grades.py. Okay. It's a Python file. I save it. And now we will begin with the program 1. So what is program 1? We have seen that we have an input, a phone number from the user right here, right? So we see that the user will give an input, please enter your phone number. It means that we need an input function. And the type of the data that user will enter is an integer. So from our previous labs, we know that we have an input function that can have a message to display. Please enter your phone number. But this input needs to be of type integer because we are entering an integer number. And this has to be saved in a variable called phone number. I'm just naming it as a phone number. So now we have an input from a user, which is expected in the assignment. Please enter your phone number. And as soon as I enter these 10-digit number, we have to split it into three parts. So if you see, the output is in three parts. The first part is the area code, the second part is the middle part, and the last one is the last part. So we need three variables to split this into three parts, right? The last part, which is 4-digit number, the middle part, which is 3-digit, the first part, which is area code, again 3-digit. So we know that we need three variables, right? So I start by making three variables. First one is area code. I'm sure that I need an area code. And this area code is nothing but the first 2-digit number. So imagine if a user enter a number 768-921-1234. So we know this is a phone number out of which the area code is the first 3 digits. How do we get the first 3 digits? Is basically you want to get rid of last few digits, right? So again, going back to the hint, if you want to remove the rightmost digit, which operator you use? Floor division, right? So our goal is to remove the last 4 plus 3, 7 digits so that you get the area code. And we use the floor division operator for it. But I don't know how to use it. So now I have phone number, which has this phone number stored in it. I do the floor division and I don't know what is going on. So I'm just going to use the hint like divide by 100, which gives me 5. So let's see divide by 100 what it gives me. So I do divide by 100, the floor division 100, and I want to see what is the output of this operator, right? Before I write any next new line code, I need to know that what I am getting and is it a desired output or not. So once I run it, and if I enter a phone number like 768 921 1234, I am getting the first three digits, next three digits, and first two digits of the last phone number as well. So I got like rid of two digits, last two digits, number 3 and 4. But what I wanted to get rid of 3 plus 4, 7 digits. So if two zeros are giving me and ripping two digits out of the number, maybe I need to add more zero. Three zeros will rip off three digits. This is a simple modular operation that we are doing, like floor division. If I put 40, then four digits will be gone. But all I need is 4 plus 3, 7 digits. So I'll put 7 zeros here, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0. This should give me a desired area code, which is, so this is our phone number. And what we are trying to fetch out here is area code, right? Area code is nothing but 768. We are trying to get the first three digits. So let's see if we get the first three digits by using this operator here or not. Let's run this. Uh, let's copy paste this so that I don't have to type again. Yes, I am getting 768. That's what I was looking for, right? 768. That is our area code. Because I want to make it beautiful like this, so I need three parts: the area code, first three digits, next three digits, and next four digits. So now the first step is done. We got the area code. But what is the next step? Now you want to grab a hold of next three digits, which is the middle part, right? So how you get the middle part? So now out of this phone number, all you need is the middle part, right? So let's make a variable called part, middle part. And I need to do something to this phone number to get the middle part. And what I can do is, if you see that your area of interest right now is this number, right? You know that you can get rid of last four digits by doing this operator, right? Earlier we got rid of 7 digits. So what we want to do is, we want only this part in the first step. We want to hold this number, right? So 768 921. If we get this number out of this by using this operator, later on we can try to fetch this 3 and get rid of the first 3. So the first step is to first filter out your number and get rid of the last four digits. And how do you do that? You do it by using a phone number divided by 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. And to make sure that we are getting a desired result, I will do the print middle part. I'm printing the middle part and I'm running it. Let's see if we get the desired output. We should be getting 768921. That means our code is right. Otherwise, we have to modify. So see, we got 768921. We got rid of last four digits. So we successfully achieved what we are trying to do. But this is not exactly the middle part. The middle part is 921. We need to get rid of the first three digits. So this is not a middle part. This is intermediary middle part, because we need the middle part after getting rid of the last four digits. So from this number, we will try to get the middle part, which is middle part. So we need to do some operation on this number to get only the three digits, which is 921, right? So in this number, which is like we filtered it out. We want to do some operation which will rip off the first three digits. So here we go back to the assignment and we see that, okay, we have a hint. Get the rightmost desired digit. Here we use the modulo operator. So if we want the last three digits out of a number, you divide it by 1000, right? So now we know that out of this number, how will we get the last three digits? By using a modulo operator. So we use the modulo operator and divide modulus, find it a modulo of this number. If we do 100, we get last two digits. What we want three digits. So we do the 1000. Let's see if the middle part is giving 921 as we are expecting or not. If it is, then we are on the right track. So I'm gonna expand this a little. So once I enter my phone number again, the same phone number, I get 921, which was our desired output because we were trying to grab a hold of the middle part. So our middle part has 921, our area code has 768, which is perfect, right? 768, 921, 1234. So we got the area code, we got the middle part, we need to have the last part. So likewise, we'll use uh, the last part variable. I'm not gonna finish it, you can finish it. I'm just trying to give you a hint here, and we have solved almost more than 50% of the assignment. So similarly, you'll get the last part somehow, and then you use the print function to assemble the area code, middle part, and last part, right? So how do we assemble it? So if we use the print command, and for example, if I give this a bracket, I'm just showing a very basic way. It will have some troubles, but you have to figure out how to write a print function. But we know that using a print function with a comma separator, we can use as many variable to print. So we have area code. So here we want the area code, right? In area code, we have first three digits. In the middle part, we have the middle three digits. And this is how you can make it look as desired output, okay? So if I am giving a phone number, so you see, I'm getting it in this format. 768 is in bracket because I use the print function, but there is a space. You have to get rid of this space and make it look as being asked in the assignment. I'm not gonna solve it for you, but this is the hint that I'm trying to give to solve the first assignment, okay? So that's how you're gonna cover the first program where you will be covering modulo function and the floor division operator. And that's how you'll finish your first program. Let's move on to the second program. So second program asks for, let's read what it is asking for. So grades.py. For second program in today's lab, you will need to write a program that stores students' exam grade as a list and student attendance as a set. Your program will then print out the answer. So you have to answer the following questions using two data structures. The first one is the list. The second one is the set. So what I suggest is you go to Google, search Python list, go to W3 schools. You can see the Python list, how the list are being used. I recommend you reading all this, that what is list, how to use it, what are the functions, what are the methods, list methods that you can use. That's how you can educate yourself about list, but we will be using some of the functions like the length function in this assignment. So we'll be going through list data structure, and to define a list, you use a square bracket, right? So the list has a name with equal to sign, you open a square bracket and you provide the items in the list. So let's go back and see what we have to do in our assignment. So in our assignment, we have to create a list for grades, which will have these as a list, right? These grades as a list. So I'll make a list named grades. For program 2, we have to make a list grades which has a name, a equal to sign, brackets, and a closing bracket. So this defines as a list. So we have defined a list here. Okay. What is the second part of the assignment is asking? The second part is asking that you have to create sets. How you create sets, day 1 and day 2. These are the sets that you have to create. So we go back and let's name our variable day 1 and day 2. I like to give the name like small letters. So I'm modifying the day 1, day 2. For set, you use the curly braces. Okay. So if I put anything in between curly braces, that will be a part of set. We start with a square bracket, that's a list. If we start with a curly braces, it is a set, okay? But there is one issue in here. If you see that the set has an element called name, and name are supposed to be string, right? So we have to declare all these name as a string within the single quote or double quotes. So I'm gonna do that very quick. And here we complete the set for day 1. Day 1 set defines and the day 1 set contains the name of students who attended the class on day 1. Day 2 set contains the list of name who attended the day 2. And that's how we have our sets. Okay. So now when I say list, this is a list, right? List is a data structure which has methods defined in it, which you have to go through. Similarly, when I say set, set is another data structure which has methods in it. So when I talk about sets, sets is nothing but your basic, everyone would have done it in high school, the statistics part. In statistics, you have sets, right? We have sets, intersection, union. We do all those kind of operation in sets. The same operations are implemented in Python and we can use it from the Python library. So you see this set, Python sets in W3 school. If you go and you see the methods, you can see all the methods like intersection, disjoint, is subset, is superset. You can add, you can remove, like pop. You can do the union operator. So you can go through all these and look upon it. You click on it, you get the example, what it is doing. You can try yourself. This is really a nice website to learn. Okay. So we have defined the sets, we have defined the list, and all we have to do is perform some operation using the methods in this list and this set so that we can finish our assignment. Okay. And what does our assignment ask for? Our assignment asks for how many students took the exam. That's the first question. How do you get how many students took the exam? If a student took the exam, they might have a score about it, right? So they have grades. So whatever number of entries for grades we have, that defines how many students have taken the exams. So we need to count the items in this list. And to count the item in this list, we have method. If we go to the list, you can see that Python list has a method called length. List length. It determines how many items a list has. Use length function. So we use the length function to get the number of items present in the list, right? So let's do this. So print length of grades will give me number of students attended the exam. Does that make sense? Right? We will come to the sets later, but right now we are doing operation on list. Let me comment this out so that we don't have to run this again and again. So phone number is done. If I run this program, the phone number will work, but the grades will create a list. Out of that list, we are using a method called length, and we pass the name of the list to it, and it gives me the number of student attended the exam. So if we run it, you can see number of student attended the exam is 12. That's what we were expecting, right? You go back to the assignment, you see the number of students attended the class is 12, right? So likewise, you will answer the 4 questions. What is the highest grade? What is the lowest grade? Your list has everything. So you have to just find and use the methods in the list to find the answers for these questions. Similarly, for the sets, you have to find how many students attended the class, right? So how many students attended the class? How do we get that? To get that, we have 2 sets, set 1 and set 2. And as we know that you need students from the list 1 who attended the class on day 1 or day 2. And how you get it? By using our union operator. So if you print day 1 and use the union operator on it, along with the second set, day 2. So this will give me what? The students who attended the class on day 1 or day 2, either. It will merge these 2 lists, remove the unique one, and will give me the unique names of list who attended either on day 1 or day 2, right? So let's not do the shortcut here, but people might be confused. So what we are doing is union operator, and this is giving me nothing but students attended any of this, attended any day, right? Students attended any day, any of the day, 1 or day 2, will be fetched by using a union operator. And what we can do is we can print the list of students who attended any day. Is that what our assignment is asking for? No, probably it is asking for length, right? Is asking for how many students attended. So you need to know how to get the length of a set. So for that, you will go back again, or you can refer to the lecturer slides, like you would have covered it in the lectures. But we have the set methods, right? So sets, if we go to Python sets, you can read about it, what is set item, how it is ordered, duplicate allowed, not allowed, length of a set, we can get with the length. So again, if you print the set, let's see what happens. You can test it always, right? So we get the name of the students who attended either on day 1 or day 2. But if I want to print the length, we use the function method name length on this set, which has been created using a union, and try to run it. So see 10 students attended on both day. So likewise, you will be using the other methods available to solve and answer the other 3 questions, okay? If you don't know what it is, you can just hover your mouse over and you can see union. It defines like what the union does. It returns the union of a set as a new set. So this is a new set with union of day 1 and day 2. all elements that are in either sets. That's how you are getting either attended day 1 or either attended day 2. Likewise, there are other methods I have shown you, and in IDE you can just put dot and you get all the suggestion. You have intersection, you have is subset, all these method. Union, that's what we were using, right? And union takes one parameter. So day 2, that's how we did it. So likewise, you will use the other operators, other methods on the sets to answer the question from program 2. Okay. Let's come to program 3. Okay, program 3 is asking for, let's see what program 3 is asking for. Program 3 asks for making an understanding on data structure. So in program 1, we have seen two operators, modulus and floor division, and its use in formatting this phone number. On program 2, we saw the data structure list, the data structure sets, and we performed some operations using the methods in the list, some operation in sets to answer these questions. In program 3, which is food.py, for your third program, you will write a program that simulates a point of sale device. Your program will store the menu items and their prices as a dictionary. So dictionary is another data structure that we will be covering. So how to create and access dictionary is the goal of this exercise. So again, on W3 schools, you have dictionary also, Python dictionaries. I recommend again to read through everything, read every single word out of it. Try to understand what dictionary does, what all methods are there, how to change, how to add, how to remove items, how can you can loop. This is all you will be covering in your lectures. But we have dictionary methods. If you just if you just go through the basic first page, that will be good enough for now, because we are just starting. So so what is dictionary? Dictionary is a data structure which has the name, which has the key, the brand, and the value. And the key and value are separated using a colon. Okay. And the dictionary also starts with a curly bracket. So let's copy this and see what we are trying to do. So for program 3, we are trying to create a dictionary, and the dictionary name is menu item. In our menu item, we have different menus, right? Different items available in our menu with the prices. So we have menu item hot dog, slice of pizza, whole pizza, soft drinks, and their respective price. Okay. So let's go back and make a key for hot dogs. Okay. And the hot dog cost $1.5. So I just assign the value of 1.5. We have pizza slices, which is costing $1.99. $1.99. So again, this is like a floating number, right? Floating number as a value, string as a key, string as a key, floating point as a number. And then we have whole pizza. So pizza whole, which cost nothing but 9.95. And each item is separated with comma. You see, one item, its key, its value, then comma. Key, colon, value, comma. And the last item, we don't put comma. So we got the pizza, we got the soft drinks. The soft drinks cost 0.59. That's how we define the dictionary. And this is our dictionary defined. You see, there is no error. So now going back to the assignment, what it is asking, please enter the number of hot dogs. So we know that we are asking from a user that how many hot dogs a user want, or how many pizza slices a user want, how many whole pizza a user want. And you see there is a new line in between. So don't miss on that. Okay. So to ask an input from a user, what do we know? How hot dogs, we create a variable where we're gonna store this value, and we need an input from a user, and that input is nothing but the number of hot dogs a customer want. So I'm asking the user to enter the number of hot dogs they want. And again, if they enter an integer value, like they can ask for 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it can be an integer value. So once we get the integer value for a hot dogs, we know that a customer wants 10 hot dogs, for example, okay? So for example, 10 hot dogs. So what we have to do in this program is generate a bill amount and print the total bill, right? How do we generate the bill amount? We know that a user wants 10 hot dogs. It means number of hot dogs are in this variable. And how much each hot dog cost? We have it in dictionary, right? We have it in dictionary. So how do we fetch the price of hot dog from the dictionary is the exercise that we are trying to do. So we know menu is our dictionary. So you use the dictionary keyword name menu. So you see it is giving me suggestion. Hot dog, pizza slices, pizza whole, and soft drinks are the keys present in this menu dictionary. So all I want is the price of a hot dog. So menu and the key passed in square bracket fetches and gives the value out. If you're not sure what is happening, no worries. We will do print function here and try to understand what does that do, okay? If I print the menu of hot dog, let's see what it gives us. It is giving us, first I have to enter the number of hot dogs, see 1.5. So 1.5 is nothing but the price of one hot dog in our menu, right? So this is giving me the price of one hot dog. But what we need to generate a bill. And how we generate the bill? By getting the number of hot dogs and charge each hot dog from the menu price, that $1.5. So my bill amount for 10 hot dogs will be nothing but 10 times 1.5, right? I'm getting 10 from this variable, 1.5 from the dictionary variable like this. And that's how I'm getting the value, and that's how I'm calculating the bill amount. So let's see if I buy 10 hot dogs, is my bill is $15 or not. Your total bill for hot dogs is, we have the bill amount, right? So our bill amount should be 10 times 1.5, which is $15 if I enter 10. Let's see if I'm getting the correct answer or not. Okay. If I enter 10, I'm getting 15 hot dogs. So let's do the clear screen for better understanding. I run this. My code runs for the phone number. My code runs for the program too. It gives me student attended, number 10. But this is where the program 3 kicks in. We are asking input number of hot dogs you want. And I say that I want 10 hot dogs. So my total bill is $15. So likewise, you will use these codes and write the code to solve this assignment where you have to ask for each item from the user that how much or what is the quantity of each item they want and calculate the total cost of the order. Okay. So that's how you'll finish 3 files and submit the 3 Python files and the 3 screenshots along with it.